John Hyland's other major attraction is heavyweight Magic Matthew Ellis, and he's a manager's dream. He doesn't need promoting.
I'm so fast. I'm the fast heavyweight. Mike Tyson. Who's Mike Tyson? We watch out because Magic Matthew Ellis is around now.
The phones haven't stopped ringing about this show. Tickets have been like gold dust, only Shay Nerian short of his place tonight, which should be one to remember.
We're going to lift the world title, and we're going to have all the rest of the camp winning, so it's going to be a really great night. And Sky are going to see the best show they've seen for a long time.
Neri against Tyson coming up live very shortly, but we can't seem to get the word Tyson out of the picture one way or the other. The young heavyweight from these parts thinks he's ready, or nearly ready, already for Tyson.
Well, Matthew Ellis, I've heard a lot about him. He's a big guy, got very fast hands, good boxer, handsome kid, like your man here on my left. So he's got lots of potential, and I really think that, you know, this guy could make it, could break through.
Robin, you know him from amateur days, don't you?
Yeah, I remember him from the amateur days. I never actually boxed with him on the England scene, but he was a good amateur, you know, boxed for internationals, some good internationals, and now he's starting to make his impact on the professional scene. He's a big, strong, like Barry said, big, strong lad. The fact that, you know, not being funny enough, but the fact that he's white is going to do him, you know, do good for him. But like you see, he packs a lot of power, big punch, big, strong guy, and I think he'll do all right.
3 wins out of 3 so far for Matthew Ellis, and he's in action now. Let's get down to our ringside position, our Sky Sports commentary team tonight, Glenn McCrory and Ian Dark, and we'll hear from them after our Master of Ceremonies, John McDonald.
Ladies and gentlemen, sports fans, stand by Liverpool. It's heavyweight time, and making his way to the ringside, would you please welcome, from Belgium, Daniel Beun.
Well, this is the fellow who's going to try to dent the unbeaten record of Matthew Ellis tonight. Daniel Beun, 34-year-old from Brussels. On paper, his record doesn't look bad at all. 5 wins, only 1 defeat. And that was on Christmas Day, would you believe, last year against a fellow called Geert Bleek. Fancy fighting on Christmas Day. Boxing Day, I could possibly accept. Christmas Day, but he's had 5 wins apart from that. Frankly, we haven't seen him. We don't know too much about him other than the fact that it's the bare statistics of his record. And clearly, he's been brought in here as the sacrificial lamb as Ellis builds his record. But I wonder if he's got a different plan.
Well, he's a big man, but he's boxed very much in the novice stages. But as you know, Ian, anything can happen when the heavyweights get together, because that's when there's power. And when these guys connect, it's often curtains.
6 feet 5 inches tall. He weighs 16 stone 6, a lot heavier than Ellis. Daniel Beun from Belgium.
And ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ringside, you've been warned, Magic Matthew Ellis.
Well, to deafening noise, Magic Matthew Ellis, as he's been called, making his way to the ring. It's only his 4th professional fight, and look at that. He comes in, complete with the dinner jacket and bow tie, a la Roy Jones, the great super middleweight. He's got a bit of style about him, and he looks a bit like Sylvester Stallone, doesn't he?
That's right, but I think the game needs characters like this. It's breathe a little lease of life, and it's good to see a good heavyweight. Certainly at this point in his career, he's done nothing wrong. There's rave reviews about him, so you know, we're yet to see how he can turn it on.
Very good-looking boy, and you could see that if he's got the talent, he really could become a star. Up here, they're claiming that he might be the finest heavyweight prospect to come from the north since Bruce Woodcock. Well, there's a lot of big talk around him. You heard him there in the little interview pre-fight saying, who's Mike Tyson? He's got that little touch of arrogance around him. But what happens when they ask the big questions of him? He's looked good so far. Lives in Blackpool, which was the home of Brian London, a heavyweight who was around at the time of Henry Cooper and Joe Erskine.
Ladies and gentlemen, sports fans, welcome to Everton Park Leisure Centre for tonight's championship boxing. Monroe and Ireland Brothers, in association with Frank Maloney, proudly present a night of World Championship boxing. Sponsored by Sunny Premier Indian Lager, the new, undefeated, undisputed king of beers. And live and exclusive here on Sky Sports, you've joined us for the best ringside seat in the business. All our officials have been appointed by the British Boxing Board of Control here present at ringside. So here we go, sports fans, with the chief supporting contest, an international heavyweight contest. Firstly, and introducing to you, fighting out of the blue corner, he's wearing the white trunks, weighing in at 16 stone and 6 pounds. He brings a 6-fight record with 5 wins and only 1 defeat. 4 of them wins coming by the way of the big KO. He's from Belgium. Would you please welcome Daniel Beun. And ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the red corner, he's wearing the red and white trunks and weighed in at 15 stone and 13 pounds. He brings an undefeated professional record. 3 contests, 3 wins. All coming by the way of the big KO. He's from Blackpool and Liverpool, and he's a Magic Matthew Ellis. Timekeeper Colin Roberts, and referee is Phil Calsill, and this is 6 3-minute rounds.
Well, I doubt if there's ever been such a build-up for a 6-rounder.
Touch gloves and come back at the bell. Touch gloves.
Well, is he as good as the ring entrance and all the hype? 3 wins so far, all by knockout. 40 seconds it was on his debut against Laurent Rouge. And he broke the jaw of his next opponent, a Czech. And the third one was stopped in the 6th on a cut. In the red and white trunks then, it's the big hope from these parts. Magic Matthew Ellis, as they're calling him, up against Daniel Beun, who's a kind of Fabrizio Ravanelli lookalike, isn't he? With the grey hair.
He is, but Ellis has got to remember not go with the hype too much. He's got to remember he's just a novice and he's got to get into the fight and learn as he goes on.
When you talk about Ellis to people up here, the big thing they mention is his hand speed. Oh, a really good left hook from him, and to be fair to Beun, he took that well. Good shot. Ellis, who hits the scales tonight at 15 stone, 13 pounds. So he's giving away half a stone here. Just 22 years of age. Seems to have a lot going for him, but he has to keep winning. Oh, that's a good left hand, and that staggered Beun a bit.
Yes, he's certainly got a lot of power, a lot of speed into that punch.
Interesting to compare Ellis here with other heavyweight prospects around like Pele Reid or Danny Williams. You'll form your own impressions, I'm sure. Oh, that's another fierce looking left. 2 of them, then a right hand, then another one, then another left hook, then an uppercut, and he has to be stopped. Oh, that was impressive. What a finish from Matthew Ellis. Really exciting. And he was good as the build-up there. Terrific cluster of punches. Beun didn't know what hit him, and it's all over in round 1, and it's 4 out of 4 for Ellis.
Well, Beun took the first couple of punches well, but Ellis quickly threw more and more. He really has got fast hands and got them punches off very well. He just really didn't give Beun a chance to get his hands up very quick, and a very good finish for Ellis there.
Well, I must say, I'd heard about the speed, and that is impressive, isn't it?
So you see, he just unleashes there. The first left hook just made the legs dead, and then he keeps them going. He realizes that he's got Beun hurt here. Beun's trying to hang on for his credit, trying to get his arms round, but Ellis, beautiful uppercut there, just doesn't give him a second. I think the uppercut was enough to make Beun turn away. He really did it in good style, got the punches going. When he knew he'd hurt Beun with a left hook there, he really just turns it on.
He didn't stand off. I liked the way he finished that in clinical fashion. Once he had his man going, he never stopped. And that's a terrific right uppercut, and showed real finisher's instincts there. Looks good, doesn't he?
He does look good. I'm certainly one to watch, and I think we'll follow his career. A bright, exciting, fast heavyweight.
It shouldn't be the case, but it is. It is a reality in boxing, of course, that a white heavyweight has that extra bit of marketability because there are so few of them about. And this fellow could go a long way. He looks to have quite a bit going for him, doesn't he? Matthew Ellis from Blackpool.
Ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute 29 seconds of round one. Referee Phil Calsill stops the contest. Your winner, and still undefeated, he's Magic Matthew Ellis. And I'm sure you'd like to show your appreciation. Daniel Beun, ladies and gentlemen.
That's 4 wins out of 4 now for Matthew Ellis, all by the short route knockouts. Barry McGuigan and Robin Reed are with me tonight. Barry, he's not doing anything wrong at the moment, is he? I know he's a novice, but are you impressed?
Very impressive indeed. You know, he's not a massive heavyweight, but his speed and the way he controlled and composed himself when he had the guy going was good. His punch variety was good too.
Robin?
Yeah, very impressive. Big guy, very fast hands, you know, for the size of him. Very impressed with his hand speed and the way he picked his punches. He didn't go too mad. You know, it's hard in front of your own crowd. You know that you're trying to impress, but he picked his punches well, and as you can see, great finish.
Well, he's done everything right so far. Let's see how he talks. He's with Ian Dark.
Well, they call him Magic Matthew Ellis. That was a bit magic. 89 seconds.
That's magic. Watch out, all of you. I'm the greatest heavyweight ever to come out of Britain.
That's pretty big talk, and of course a lot of young prospects use that kind of talk. I mean, you're obviously very confident, and you seem to have a bit going for you. That was a great finish.
Yeah, strong kid, decent record, but I'm just magic. I'm the greatest, without a doubt.
And you've got this very stylish ring entrance. A bit of Roy Jones about that, isn't there? The dinner jacket and everything. Tell us about all that.
Now, Roy Jones copies me. Roy Jones saw me on TV and copied me.
This guy tonight had only 5 wins and only 1 defeat. I mean, what were your thoughts going into the fight? Did you think it'd be a bit tougher than that?
I knew I was going to take him out. Just knew when I looked at him. I knew he was going in 1 round. Definitely.
What's the time plan for you now? Because we've got a few heavyweights around the top in this country, like Lennox Lewis, Henry Akinwande, Scott Welsh. How soon do you think before you can get to them?
Another 6 fights, 7 fights, I think. It's just up to my Munro and Highland and also my coach Kenny Willis. But I'm ready now. I'd do it now. I'd fight them all. Pelly Reid, Danny Williams, Scott Welsh, Lennox Lewis. I'm the man.
But John Highland here, the local promoter, he may have a slightly different timescale. Of course, young fighters have to learn on the way through, but you seem to have a pretty marketable prospect here.
Well, I think it's the best sign out of the last decade, Ian. I think as he's shown, his true potential in front of Sky viewers. I think they're going to be seeing an exciting heavyweight coming up in the near future. But obviously, time is, on his side. He's only a young heavyweight. We're not here to rush him. Obviously, tonight's show with Frank Maloney, Stan Hoffman over from America. Stan, I'm sure, hasn't come over just to waste his time. He knows he's in front of a very, very exciting heavyweight. And I think Britain is proud to say that we're going to see a future champion in Matthew Ellis.
I was saying in the commentary, we shouldn't say this, I know, but it is a fact in boxing. White heavyweights, of course, have that extra bit of marketability. I mean, it could be an exciting future as long as you get the matchmaking right and get the timing right.
Well, I think so, because we've got a great, we've got a tremendous team around us, Ian. And as I say, he is an attraction, but I think he proves that himself because of his ability. I know they say about white heavyweights, but this is a white heavyweight who can fight. He's got the looks, he's got the talent. He's got everything what it takes, all the charisma to be a star, a major star. And I'm one for saying, This lad's not just going to make it in boxing. He's going to make it after boxing. He's got the personality, and he knows what he wants.
He looks a bit like Sylvester Stallone. Now, I've heard, just talking to a few people around here, they say the only thing that could beat this fellow is that he's a bit of a one for the girls.
No, who told you that?
He's in bed at 9 o'clock at night.
Makes you sick, doesn't it? Talented, good-looking, big puncher, big future, good talker. I quit.
Yeah.
What about some of the shots that he put on that
No, I
man from
thought
Belgium?
his ability as a, you know, for a big man, his composure and the way, the fluid way in which he moved and punched was really good. He set the guy up perfectly here. And his punches, his left hook was especially good at short distance. He missed with the first one here and pulls back out, and the left hook, the next one was real good. And look at how quick the one that went over his head came after that. And his work on the inside here again was particularly good. You know, there's the first one misses. Now watch how quick and it was only inches away from the target area. But a little bit later in the round, he didn't miss the target. He hit him spot on. That's the first left hook. Quickly and shortened up in that right hand, lifted his elbow high, and that was the left hook that done the damage really. And again, he pulled his punches up very short, and he sees that the guy's holding, and he quickly pulls out and throws in an uppercut here.
Bang. Robin, no disrespect to this man who can clearly punch and clearly has good technique. Do you feel there's some work to do on the conditioning?
Yeah, he does look like he's carrying a bit of weight around his waist. In his last fight, he did look a bit better conditioning, well more toned. I don't know if he's having to try and put weight on. Maybe that's the reason. But I mean, they say he's got the looks in that, which he has. So maybe just needs to work on his appearance of his body as well, because that'll count for a lot as well. People don't like to see these, even though you're a heavyweight, you don't want to see big flabby guys getting in there. But like you say, if he works on that in the gym and just works on his body a bit, tone himself up, then he'll look hell of a lot better.